I'm Huon Hooke, and this is The Real Review. The wine we're tasting today is Lillypilly Estate Noble Sauvignon Blanc 2018, and it's from the Riverina. Lillypilly Estate is at Leeton in the Riverina. Leeton is the smaller of the two major towns that produce wine in the Riverina, the other one being Griffith, of course. Lillypilly is just south of Leeton on the way to Yanco. It is run by the Fumara family, who have quite a long history in the district, as a lot of the Italian families do. As a lot of the Italian families are very good growers of fruit and vegetables, a lot of them came to the Riverina because it was thought of the irrigation scheme was expected to make it the fruit bowl, one of the great vegetable and fruit growing regions of New South Wales, which of course it is. But the Fumara family's been there for nearly 70 years, I would estimate. And they started off growing fruit and vegetables, and then they established a supermarket called the Golden Apple, which I remember well because I used to live in that area for a while. And in 1972, they started planting grapevines, and the youngest member of the family, or that generation of the family, is Robert Fumara, who finished his course at the Charles Sturt University and came out soon after that to make the first wines at Lillypilly Estate, and he's done a sensational job since then, especially with botrytis-affected sweet wines. He's made a real specialty out of these sweet wines, and he's made sweet botrytis wines from many grape varieties, and I'm thinking Semillon, Sauvignon Blanc, like this one, Muscat, Gewürztraminer, Riesling, and even Chardonnay. So just about any white variety that you can point a stick at, Robert has made a sweet wine from it. This particular wine won the trophy for the best sweet wine at the 2020 Boutique Wine Awards last year, and also the trophy for the best wine that was estate grown and produced. In other words, it's grown and made and put into bottle by the same people. There's a special trophy for that. So what does this wine taste like? The first thing you notice is that it's got a deep golden colour. It's a remarkable colour for a wine that's just 3 years old this year. But that's the botrytis that does that. Botrytis has an enzyme in it which causes the white wine made from it to age quite quickly in terms of the colour. The wine itself doesn't necessarily get old too quickly. It's the colour that matures quite rapidly. So a deep golden colour, quite viscous in the glass, which is another feature of botrytis wines. There's a lot of glycerol and a lot of sugar, a lot of residual sugar, which gives it that oiliness in the glass. It's actually not particularly high in alcohol. It's only 12% alcohol, so it's not the alcohol that's causing that. Let's have a sniff. Fabulous nose. Wow, that's just got a beautiful, beautiful nose. Honey, lemon peel, citron, candied peel, barley sugar, toffee, all sorts of very, very attractive aromatics come rocketing out of the glass there. And wow, that is such an intense flavour. Great sweetness there, but also great acidity to clean the finish. It doesn't cloy on the finish. Concentration of flavour is quite stunning. The sweetness is balanced. It's high, but it's balanced. And the length of flavour is just formidable. It goes on and on and on. That is a beautiful wine. And it's a wine which would finish off any meal really, really well. So how did we score this wine? We scored it 97 out of 100, which is a very high gold ribbon score. As I mentioned before, it's won a couple of trophies. So that's the kind of rating that you expect of a wine of that quality. It's a top rank wine by the Real Review's scoring system. A stunning sweet wine. It is beautiful to drink right now, but I think it will go on for quite a few years yet. I'd say another 9 or 10 years wouldn't be any trouble to it. It will get darker and darker in colour, and by 10 years' time it will be a really dark amber colour, but it will still be a beautiful drink. We asked Robert Fumara, the winemaker, what he would recommend as a food match for this wine, and he said lime brulee, which is obviously a creme brulee with flavoured with lime. I totally agree. Any sort of creme brulee would be wonderful, I think. I've never actually had a lime brulee, but I'll take your word for it, Robert. I'm sure it'll be superb indeed with this wine, and it'll be a great match. Cheers.